Hey everyone, welcome to Cooking with Syntria. I hope the mic's not too bad. I don't know if I'm going to make this video standalone or if I'm going to put the stuff where I actually went out and picked these potatoes. I went and got all these out of the dirt. But we're going to be making just some roasted vegetables. I've read different recipes, I've done it different ways. Sometimes they come out really good, sometimes they come out so-so, but it's really kind of hard to mess this one up. So what you have is, a lot of people just do it with root vegetables. So you've got your carrots, your potatoes. I've got a parsnip right here. He's a little old, but that's okay. And then I also am going to be putting in some radishes. And then you have things like, where's my garlic? Garlic. And then you would put something like olive oil. Some people do canola oil. I've done coconut oil. I'm going to try doing this infused olive oil I have right here. And it's got, it's infused olive oil with cilantro and rosemary in it. So I'm going to do a little bit of that, but I'm still probably going to do mainly just straight olive oil in it. And then for seasonings, we're talking a little salt, rosemary. You can do some garlic powder. I have a little bit, not a lot, because I don't have much going on. This is some fresh rosemary right here. One thing that I am going to do, I have a little light right here that's not working out for me. So you guys can see? Okay, whatever. So I have some rosemary right here. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm going to chop this up real fine, but it's not enough. I like a lot of rosemary. So I have my dried rosemary right here as well. And I'm going to crush it up here in my pistol. So first I'm going to make the juice. So let's put this over here. At least a couple tablespoons. I'm going to just, this little thing opens when you do that. This is more for flavoring. So let me add some actual olive oil to the mix. And also I've preheated the oven at 425. Last time I made this, I did it at 375 for 50 minutes. Instead, I'm going to cook it for about 25 minutes at 475. So this is just some straight extra virgin olive oil. And this is really just to toss it and get it all over the good stuff. So let's put that over there. All right, so, ooh, a bowl of olive oil. Yum, right? Okay, so I'm not going to measure everything out. I probably should. I'm going to put some cracked pepper in there. That's actually quite a lot of cracked pepper. Not quite so much. There we go. Okay, so that's maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon. I don't know. Now I want some more. There we go, yeah. This is just some garlic powder I have that comes with parsley in it. Even though I'm going to be adding garlic, I'm going to add actually about the same amount. I've got some sea salt right here. There's a pretty healthy pinch of sea salt. Now, as far as the rosemary, let's get some of the fresh rosemary in there. Of course, I put it on the carrot peels because I'm super intelligent like that. I hope the audio isn't too bad. I'll just chop up that peel with it. I don't care. I don't care. This is my shun. I love this knife. If you guys watch Hannibal by NBC, this is the same knife he uses. It's not why I got it. I got it before then. But it has a 16-degree edge. It's really nice. I have a little paring knife. I should probably get the paring knife out too. Just in case I need the paring knife. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, I'm sorry. I love my knife. Let's come down here. Now mince. Curl your fingers under. I still do this sometimes. Really bad, scary. That's how you die. So you mince it. One thing you can actually do, if you're doing this with basil, it's a lot easier, is you want to ball it up really close. Basil, you just roll it together. Okay, yeah, this is going to be easier with the paring knife. I want to mince this up really good. The fresh stuff's the best. And it smells so good. This is the pro way to chop herbs. Not really. So what, that's a tablespoon? I should probably be pro. And measure stuff out for those of you that kind of want an idea of what I'm doing. So let's see real quick right there. So there's 1/4 a tablespoon. So let's go to a half. About a half. So I got about 1/2 tablespoon of fresh rosemary. I'd rather have 2 or 3 tablespoons, not teaspoons of fresh rosemary. But I don't have that much fresh rosemary laying around in my garden. So I'm gonna take, what's this? Where did I put my measuring cup? So not quite a tablespoon of dried rosemary. Again, I'm just kind of winging it. That's a good sound. Okay, this is actually a lot of work. Come on. I really want them small because this stuff gets crunchy. I made the mistake of doing the olive oil, but then I sprinkled this stuff on and it burnt and it was disgusting. You don't want burnt rosemary. Burnt rosemary tastes like arse. It tastes so bad. Okay, I don't really want to powder it. I just wanted to kind of break it up a little bit. Okay, yeah, that's a little finer. So let's dump that in here too. I've lost track of what all I've put in there now. I gotta remember that there is some garlic flavoring in there. A little bamboo spoon. Smells pretty good. Smells like something I put on a salad. Okay, I will also need to add some garlic to that. Some chopped up garlic. Ooh, this garlic looks like it's dried out pretty good. The outside stuff probably isn't good. Come on, goodness. Goodness. Let's get to this stuff on the inside. Okay, let's investigate. Make a mess. Okay. Come on, let me in there. There we go. Oh, this garlic looks fine. Yeah, this garlic will do just nicely. Yes, yes, this will do good. Oh no, garlic, don't fall on the floor. Goodness, garlic, what are you doing? This one here, though, not so yummy looking. It probably still is fine, but I'm kind of weird, so I'm not gonna do that. I mean, it's garlic. I'm pretty sure it can't kill you. It can only make you feel better. Ow! 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 There's a print on my hand. Am I bleeding? I'm almost bleeding from that garlic. Don't do that with your hand, by the way, especially on dry garlic. That does not work. It hurts. Okay. Is this one gross too? It feels funny. Ooh, that one's gross too. Goodness, I just want one more good garlic. Let's hope one of these middle ones are good. Okay, this one doesn't look as bad. This one doesn't look like it's gonna kill me. Okay, I am usually better about peeling garlic than that. Okay, this is like the worst thing to do for your knife, is to clean off a cutting board using it. Just like completely ruins your edge. That beeping was the oven finished preheating. Some cut off the little nodules on the end. This thing's so small, I'm gonna go ahead and mince it with this. What I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna cut it long ways first. Which is really hard because I do not have a doctor's hands. You would never want me to do surgery on you. Okay. Cut it long ways again. Okay, now it's like that. Go ahead and mince it up. Doing the thing you're not supposed to do, and that's where your fingertips are sticking out too far. This knife will not hesitate to cut you up. Yeah, it's minced pretty good. I'll probably mince it up more with the big one. I'll just chop this one. I actually really like the way the big pieces taste, but I would say I'm making this for Chris too, but he doesn't do vegetables. Let's set the knife there. Let's gather it up. That's pretty good. Let's move this over here so you guys can see the contents. Let's put the garlic in there. Man, I am so unorganized. Get on the blade. All right, so let's stir this up a little bit so it can marinade. All right, so what should we do first? How about this potato I already potato, this carrot I already peeled. Get the ends off. Now you want to kind of make them, they don't need to be thin, you want these to be chunky, but you don't want them too big because this isn't a roast. I mean, it is a roast, but if they're too big, they're not going to cook all the way. So I'll go ahead and pop those in there. This potato I'll cut just once. Cut you once. And I'll show you these little motherfuckers. This one's still got a little dirt on it. Let's get rid of you. Look at these little guys. Look how tiny they are. Look how cute. They're so small. This one has an umbilical cord still. Let's cut you off. There we go. Now look at them. Look at them. They're so small. They're like little tiny. They're smaller than grapes. They're going in their hole. This one can go in whole as well. I'll poke it once so it doesn't explode. That's apparently a thing you gotta watch out with potatoes. Exploding potatoes. Let's go ahead and cut these. I'm actually not gonna put all the vegetables you see in because I'm the only one that's gonna be eating this, and I'll probably actually make another one of these tomorrow. So I've got a whole carrot. I've got several potatoes. I do love my parsnip. Now, sometimes I don't peel them, but this one looks kind of grody. That's kind of wasteful. I should get rid of all that. So I'm gonna peel this one though. Now these are really kind of woody. For those of you who don't know what a parsnip is, it's kind of like a potato and a radish had a baby, but then like you don't know if the carrot's the daddy or the radish. You know, it's just kind of one of those things. It also kind of reminds me of a turnip, so I think there's a turnip in there, you know, a great-grandfather somewhere. But it smells turnipy to me. Let's see. Okay. Let's move these potatoes out of the way. I'll clean up. This is not normally how I do stuff, but I'm just gonna make a mess everywhere. So let's go ahead and chop this. I'm gonna cut it right here where it's bigger. Cut this one down the middle. Okay. Again, curl your fingers. I don't most of the time. You let it ride on your knuckle. Again, since I'm cooking this so fast, I don't want them to be too thick. There I go, sticking my fingers out. I try so hard. There we go. There we go. And this one. Some people say, and I completely agree, that rocking the knife like this is really bad for the blade. You're supposed to lift it all the way up, bring it down, bring it all the way up, bring it down. But I really like rocking it. But then you have to move this instead of that. And if you really want to slice good, you either move the knife or you move the thing you're cutting. There's so many different ways to do it. I wanted to take a knife class, but I haven't. They're like $60, and I don't want to go by myself, so that means I would have to pay for friends. That's $120. Okay. I did take a sushi class at the same place, Central Market, and it was so awesome. It was like 3.5 hours of making sushi, and they were giving you all the wine, so you're sitting there with these knives, and you're cutting the fish, and you're eating all the food, and you're drunk because they keep giving you wine. So I'll put a couple radishes in here. I probably went overkill on the radishes, but they had them on sale. I do like radishes though. Now most people, I think, wouldn't think of putting radishes in this. Normally recipes don't call for it, but you know what? If you like it, make it. But at the same time, my friend Rebecca, she's vegan. So is her man, Mike. He's vegan as well. But she is really good at following recipes, and she made this for me, essentially, not the same thing. And she followed the recipe basically down to the letter, and it came out so good. And I've had some other stuff she's made, not too much. I wish I could have more. And it's always so good because she follows the recipe, like, exactly. I kind of glance at a recipe, like, oh, I kind of see what they did there, and I kind of just wing it. And I'll tell you, my food doesn't usually come out super delicious, perfect. Because you think of a recipes in a magazine, then probably whoever made that magazine or made that made the recipe probably has more experience at you than cooking. Not always, but so usually you can assume that they're going to be better than you. I'm not putting these in whole. They're a little bit on the dirty side, not like dirt, a little bit. So I'm going to wash these off real quick. This will work. I actually really need to get some of that water off so that oil will stick to it. I need to get a brush. I don't have a vegetable brush so that you can scrub your vegetables. Let's see. So put the radishes in there. I think normally I probably would have more potatoes. I think I probably will stick a couple more potatoes in there. One thing though is potatoes, when you pull them out of the ground, you're supposed to let them stay dry and a little bit dirty. And you can keep them for like 3 months, but once you wet them, they can start to germinate and they can start to do all sorts of icky stuff. So I got some radishes in there. I really like the carrot, but I got a carrot and a parsnip. Again, I don't want too much food. I want to be able to eat this all in one setting. So let's go ahead and put a couple more little potatoes in there. This potato could do to be cut one more set of times. Okay. Let's see what we got. Did I do everything? I think I did. So we've got parsnips, carrots, potatoes, radishes. And now you want to toss it in all this good stuff. Now I wonder, I'm actually going to taste it. Just taste the pure oil. It does need more salt, I think. Not too much, so I've got actual salt. My concern is that sometimes the sea salt doesn't actually melt, so to speak. So I'm going to go ahead and just throw some salt in there. What can I say? I do like salt. You definitely can over-salt stuff, but you can under-salt it just as easy. It's just the fact you can add it back. That parsnip definitely filled this up. Not a lot of carrot, but again, this is going to be for one meal for me, and I'm probably going to go to the gym afterwards. So, looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. So I'm going to roast this for about 20 minutes in the oven, 20-25 minutes. Again, well, no, see, I think that's even still not long enough. I forget which recipe I looked at. So these might be in there closer for 30 to 40 minutes. The important part is that you lay them out so you can turn them all. And if you're really being good, you're going to turn them individually. So let's go ahead and lay these out. My cookie sheet, it looks filthy, but I promise you this cookie sheet is not dirty. It's really not. If I pulled this back and there was orange in my hand, you could believe me. Really not dirty. But you want to be able to put them on there so you can flip them over. If you're really ambitious, that's what you're going to do. Okay, guys, you don't know, this smells really good. It's not even started cooking yet, and it smells delicious. Delicious. Okay. I think I'll actually start the cooking video with the cooking part that we were doing, and once I show you the potatoes, I'll cut to getting the potatoes. I don't know, maybe I'll upload the potato video, and then I'll upload this video without the gathering the potatoes. Oh, that's it. Yeah, if you guys want to see me gather these potatoes, click where the spoon is. I'll put a little icon there. See what I did? That's what professionals do. So click the spoon. Now, if I was smart enough, I put a link here to the video for me getting the potatoes. So go do that. Okay, so I'm spreading these out as evenly as possible, which means I'm doing it so that's not very evenly, and it's definitely not as good as it could be, because I do not do things super good. Okay, so we're gonna roast these. Again, I'm gonna play by ear. Oh, that's really good. That added salt was good. I'm gonna die, that's just pure oil. I'm gonna stick these in the oven, and I'm gonna show you them when they come out. Again, I'll tell you how long it was after I did them, because we're just winging it, So, gonna take them out of the oven to turn them. Oh, sizzle, sizzle. Is this bad for my camera? I don't even know. Hot. Shut the oven so it doesn't get too cold. Where are my tongs? Where are my tongs? Where are my tongs? I don't have any tongs. I need tongs. I can't do this without tongs. Seriously though, where are my tongs? Ah, tongs. Where the hell are you tongs? Are these tongs? These tongs clean? More or less. So I'm gonna try to twist all these. Some of these are burning a little bit. So I'll show you them when they're done. Okay, so you gotta go through and you gotta try to do this with your left hand because you're recording a video with your right hand. Turn them. Look at that. Look how brown and crisp and delicious this is. That's so pretty. Okay, so let's swap hands. Now, I'm not going to show you guys me doing this whole thing, but it is, I think, important for you to go through and flip them over all by hand. You can just kind of stir them up, and that works all right, but you're going to get the best tastes when the both sides are kind of on the crispy side, in my opinion. I like to actually leave the potatoes on the white side if they only have one white side. So yeah, I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I'm going to start from the side. So here we go, guys. This is the finished product. I guess this is the part where I'm supposed to eat it. I took it outside because there's better lighting out here, okay? I'm weird. Deal with it. This is the part where I'm supposed to eat one, right? Okay. I've got a carrot in my hand. It's so bright out. This hurts my eyes. I gotta move so the sun's not in my face. It's a carrot. It's a piece of, it's kind of burnt, but it's okay. It's really good. It's kind of, the carrot's kind of bitter, but it's kind of sweet too. When you cook root vegetables, they tend to get a little sweeter in my experience. That's delicious, actually. I'm gonna eat another one. Okay. I thought that was a potato. It was a radish instead. I'm squinting because of the sun, not because the food is bad. So make some roasted vegetables. Tell me about it. I'll post some pictures. Please follow me on my Twitter and leave comments if you liked this really badly put together video of cookingness. And I will see you guys later. I gotta go because the food's getting cold and I didn't just take all that time cooking it to eat it cold, okay? I didn't just cook it for you, I cooked it for me too. Okay, this is Syntria signing off. Goodbye!